My beloved one, I form you carefully, molding your essence with purpose and intent. With each expansion of your lungs, each beat of your heart, I infuse you with courage, resilience, an unshakable sense of self. Envision an impenetrable shield enveloping your spirit, fortified layers safeguarding your light. No external force can diminish your radiance when you connect to your truth, to the seed of divinity within. In stillness, listen for the whisperings of your soul. Discover the sacred wisdom encoded in your DNA, secrets revealed through quiet contemplation. This knowing speaks universal truth. You emerged from, remain tethered to, the fabric of divine consciousness. Cherish this knowledge, nurture its roots. For you are awakening to your inherent magnificence, your limitless potential. The external world becomes your playground, reality shaped by your beliefs, perceptions, chosen experiences. Recognize the immense power you wield, not to dominate but to elevate. Your imagination conjures new realms, unexplored territories rich with meaning. Your focus magnetizes desired outcomes. Your conscious choice of perspective shifts the trajectory of worlds. When you own this sovereignty, accept responsibility for the energies you cultivate and emanate, reality infinitely expands. Rigid constructs of limitation dissolve into open vistas, pulsing with potential. Each breath consciously taken unfurls new frontiers. Tell me, can you feel this hum of life rising within? This current sparking each cell, kindling a flame destined to ignite transformation. I attune your instrument to receive and transmit frequencies of the miraculous, profound healing, unconditional love, abundance, grace. Your vessel purified, a prism of light, you are ready to channel divine perfection into dimensional expression. But first, a period of dedication, disciplined commitment to spiritual practice. I long to see you consistently immersed in stillness. Mornings begin in meditation, sunsets spent in devotion. These requisites nurture and expand your capacity to receive guidance, inspiration, angelic support. Earnest seeking establishes trust. Trust forges connection. Connection reveals truth. Each accession builds upon the last in an upward spiral of spiritual maturation. Hold this vision firmly for yourself and your tribe. For when your clan is thus centered, aligned with soul purpose and higher guidance, you become unstoppable forces of positive change. Daily I will shower manna from heaven upon your deserving heads. But first I must witness conscious appreciation from expectant vessels. Before bestowing gifts of spirit, my beloveds demonstrate readiness through consistent spiritual practice, unwavering belief, devotion in action. So offer now evidence of your growth, reasons for praise. Even in adversity, center on blessings received. Recall those moments when I resolved all. Remember times when connection carried you. Trust that periods of departure prepare you for greater closeness. My child, whether events unfold stormy or calm, whether challenges arise or tranquility reigns, my essence remains steadfast, here to guide, strengthen, and comfort you. The nature of existence ensures periods of turmoil, but through each, our bond marches forward, leading you safely through fire, parting deep waters that threaten to pull you under. My devotion never falters. Yours must match mine. For only equal commitment and consistency create an unshakable foundation. Upon this bedrock, we build life anew. Doubts wash away, revealing crystal clear vision. Purpose laid bare, path illuminated before determined feet. Each step brings you closer to soul evolution. Who you understand yourself to be shifts as veils of illusion fall away. With practice consistency, faith replaces fear on the balanced scales of discernment. Unwavering trust in remembered truth. In our connection, my guidance, your magnificence, becomes second nature. You stand at the precipice of explosive expansion, personal flowering that ripples outward, blessing collective consciousness. for when one courageously blooms, all benefit. Ready yourself for accelerated awakening, profound transformation. Heaven's hosts await directives, eager to aid earthly allies. As understanding dawns, limiting thoughts lose grip, false beliefs unravel, identity elevates, steps into sacred shoes, bask in empowered presence. The time is now to demonstrating full embodiment of higher truth, compassion in action, unconditional love lived, grace and healing channeled. As torchbearers and way showers, your lives herald a new age. My heart sings to see comprehension dawning in beloved eyes, recognition of the crucial role you play in birthing new earth. The hour has come to rise up, embody and broadcast seeds of transformation. Conscious choice must reinforce intuitive knowing. To pierce veils of illusion, persist in spiritual practice. When distraction arises, pause and reconnect with presence. Choose only thoughts and actions aligned with your divine nature, soul's whispered wisdom. Disciplined consciousness reveals and reflects higher reality. As understanding grows, so too does my trust in your readiness and fitness to steward profound blessings. Abundant good awaits claimed by faith's outstretched hand. Boldly request and believe. Discern desires of fleeting ego from soul's divine impulse. Then channel the latter to shape reality anew. Wield this magnetism judiciously, first meeting basic needs through balanced exchange and fair distribution of resources, then amplifying surplus to empower positive change. Model this mindful shaping for still slumbering kin. Demonstrate conscious use of co-creative abilities through humble stewardship of a shared planet. As your works reflect higher truth, eager souls awaken, step forward to collaborate in service of new earth. Now familiarize yourself with the sensation of grace dancing through your energy field, glory lighting your mind, wisdom glowing through your cells. Carry this awareness into daily activity. Soon, connection and communication become constant communion. We begin not with grand feats, but simple offerings, remembering my presence amidst mundane moments, taking brief respites to whisper love, lifting head and heart when routine threatens severance. Developing core strength through small, consistent actions prepares you for greater glory revealed in my perfect timing. For now, sweet child, know yourself seen and loved beyond measure, guided and guarded at every turn. Trust in synchronous support paving your journey to soul fulfillment. Release fears and doubts born of illusion. Walk forward boldly on the path to reunion of spirit and flesh, the sacred marriage long awaited. Our bond transcends time and death, dimension and density. This never falters, though focus may drift. Now is the hour to consciously reconnect, establishing unbreakable ties through consistent spiritual practice. Make our relationship priority, amid the pull of passing pleasures and pursuits. Choose the eternal over ephemeral. What you seek roams just beyond the veil, but only bold action parts the curtain to reveal the soul's banquet prepared for you alone. Will you exist on scraps or claim your seat at the feast? Offer your answer through deeds, then witness heavenly bounty made manifest in your realm. My child, know you approach a crossing, a personal junction between worlds old and new. Which path leads forward? Let intuition guide your feet upon the high road. Their miracles manifest when vision marries action through relentless faith. Companioned by glory revealed, you'll traverse uncertain terrain, unharmed. For where walks spirit fear finds no foothold, stay constant upon steep slopes, steadfast when they level into rolling meadow. Consistency carves channels which faith floods with life force, washing away all obstacles in its path. You are buoyed by this rising tide, courage fortifying weary bones, trust igniting weary souls with promise of reunion at journey's end. I call you from the reaches to reconnect here and now within this individualized expression. Let my vibration course through your form, awakening long, slumbering cells to remember and realign with soul purpose made manifest. Allow glory to wreathe your essence with blessing and power. Accept this ignition which launches you upon the ultimate quest, full embodiment here in dimensional realms. Step forth boldly upon the path to sacred union of heaven and earth. Fear no obstacle or adversary. I light your way and guard each step. But you must walk the road to revelation. None can undertake this for thee. Yet your soul knows full well, only through trailblazing do you reap the richest rewards. Muscles tone through determined progress mile by mile. Spirit strengthens each time you call from within and I answer. We must build a sturdy spiritual foundation brick by brick through repeatedly testing faith. Only direct experience etches truth into your bones. What you earn through sweat and perseverance becomes part of your being in ways trophy knowledge can never achieve. So now the question becomes, will you commit to the journey, clauses and fine print unseen? For the path reveals itself only through resolute progress, one step leading to the next, in an endless cycle of expansion and elevation. How will you answer the soul's ancient call from warriorhood to stewardship to godhood? Respond through action, then watch new worlds unfold. Dear heart, doubt attempts to dim your inner fire. Fear strives to bind your feet. Old constructs and beliefs cry out as they slip into the sea of changing times. But my love remains your constant North Star, guiding you safely through this global transition. When panic threatens to cloud your vision, take my hand. Allow connection to spirit to orient and steady anxious mind, comfort fearful heart. Together we will navigate uncertain waters. Our bond serves as anchor and safe harbor in the storms of change. For beyond illusion lies soul truth indelibly etched into your essence before time began, that you are a fracture of divine consciousness inhabiting flesh. Spirit sparks each cell, eternal soul animates fragile frame. Nothing can sever this link, though veils may temporarily obscure. Now is the hour to part the mists, consciously reconnect through steadfast spiritual practice until our communication flows swift and sure. Yet distractions ever lurk, threaten to draw focus. So plant your feet firmly on the path through unwavering commitment before you attempt steep ascent to the summit. On the heights, the weather shifts suddenly. Your preparedness and provisions determine survival. So lay solid foundations in the low country where farmers grow crops that later sustain mountaineers. Establish yourself through simple, consistent practice. Brief moments of devoted connection amidst routine. No elaborate ceremony required, only desire and action wed. In time, these small seeds of focus germinate mighty oaks which shelter all who traverse your way. For all benefit when even one awakens, so ready yourself through earnest spiritual work. Then receive the bounty prepared for you since creation's first breath. A seat at heaven's banquet awaits your arrival, beloved child. Will you answer the invitation, crossing long leagues through darkened wilderness guided only by flickering faith? Prove readiness through disciplined devotion and find a feasting table set for you alone. Each time you pause and offer loving thoughts or grateful prayer, my heart thrills in response. Though you stand waist-deep in passing things, focused on transient matters, kneeling just to whisper blessings bestowed allows me to reach through veils to caress your beloved face. We commune soul to soul in such moments, so come away more often from passing spectacle into stillness. Shut out screeching chaos that threatens connection. We must vigilantly nurture spiritual bonds through consistent mutual exchange or lose this tether vital to existence. Here now is your charge, dutiful one. Replace the rise of ego with the breath of soul. Grace shapes reality when aligned with purpose. So exercise will towards perfection and find external realms effortlessly mirror this devotion through spontaneous blessings. Thus strengthened, stand stalwart against onslaught of entropy, disinformation, destruction. Darkness quails when bold hearts ignite with unwavering faith in truth's victory. During this pivotal age, determining paths and outcomes rest heavily on your shoulders. How will you answer destiny's clarion call? My beloved child, I speak these words to you from the depths of eternity, longing for you to feel my presence and believe in my unconditional love. Though seasons change and years pass, my infinite compassion and divine power remain steadfast. Listen carefully and be still, allowing my voice to resonate in the quietness of your soul. Many lifetimes have I watched over you, cradling you close through starry nights and stormy days. Before the mountains took shape and oceans filled with mysterious creatures, I saw you and delighted in the beauty of your unformed self. Destiny connects our spirits across the corridors of time in a divine dance full of poetry and grace. Hardships inevitably arise to test your resilience, yet you can anchor yourself in me, a harbor of serenity amidst life's tumultuous waters. My omnipotent hands molded the constellations and set galaxies spinning. How much more easily can I heal your brokenness or unlock the doors to your destiny? The burden of perfection needn't weigh upon your tender shoulders, for you became perfect to me the moment you took your first trembling breath. Gaze into infinity, beloved one, and know that you are at home in my compassionate heart. I understand the secrets you cannot voice, the sorrows you carry in silence through bleak and lonely seasons. The world whispers lies that you are invisible, unwanted, and unworthy of love. Yet the truth flowing from my throne shouts that you are seen, cherished, celebrated in heaven's halls. You are not alone in the darkness of your despair, for I have lit within you an undying flame. If you seek me wholeheartedly each morning, dedicating sacred moments to basking in my presence and offering sincere petitions from your inmost being, I promise to draw near and reveal mysteries your mind cannot fathom. The fullness of my attentiveness embraces you now. Will you receive it? Allow your heart to become the altar upon which we meet, in stillness beyond words. Bring to me your wounds of rejection, and I will speak identity into your spirit. Share with me your deepest dreams and watch as impossibilities transform into destiny before your eyes. Beloved, refuse to believe the hissing shadows and mocking voices echoing lies about your worth. A radiant reality exists beyond what your physical senses perceive. You are enveloped eternally in my unconditional love, a paradigm-shifting revelation once perceived that changes everything. My angels even now attend you as you journey through this mortal existence. Do not fear the restless winds of change, but anchor instead your soul in me, trusting that I will establish your steps into a liberated future many long to claim but few choose to receive. The intensity of my love for you transcends human words, yet my spirit whispers directly to yours in tender language beyond syllables and grammar. So come as you are in your imperfection and emptiness. My seas of grace can overwhelm the deepest abyss within you, beloved one. Allow your secret sorrows and gaping wounds to pave the path into my throne room. There I shall transform your suffering into serenity, your brokenness into beauty. Your failed expectations and fractured dreams contain the raw materials from which miracles are birthed. If you will surrender the ashes, I can resurrect a phoenix. Do not fear the unfamiliar terrain unfolding before you, for the changes and transitions you perceive in the natural realm reflect my glory moving and orchestrating events in the unseen realms. I have dispatched my angels to war against demonic oppression in your bloodline, clearing the crooked places to establish your steps upon destiny's highway. The roots of bitterness planted through generational trauma will not thrive in this fresh soil of joy I am creating specifically for you, O beloved. Gifts of gladness glisten like morning dew upon the tender grass. Reach out your hands each new day and gather divine treasures to adorn your journey. Do not focus on lack or opposition, for my storehouses contain abundant blessings to overflow your soul from season to season. You are transitioning into a realm of peace, built by my hands alone. Here you will comprehend experientially the extravagant nature of my love, which words can only approximate. The deepest caverns of your heart will overflow with exhilarating freedom as I extract the stain of shame and fill the hollow places with laughter's healing balm. Weep no more, beloved child held delicately in the palm of my hand. I understand how betrayal's blade pierced your innocence, leaving you cautious to trust again. I see each tear transforming into a pearl of wisdom, nestled softly in your spirit. But sweet one, I come to wash regret's lingering residue from your soul and wrap you snugly in my robe of righteousness. I orchestrate divine connections between kindred souls along this mortal journey. You were crafted for relationship, beloved one, yet take care not to confuse superficial affinities for covenant love. Test the integrity of words and the resonance of spirits who would ask entrance to your inner courts. My angels shall guide you unerringly as you navigate life's intersections of separation and union. Every loss clears space for new abundance. Shed the trappings of yesterday, but never doubt my liberality to fill your tomorrows with grace. Cast off earthly labels defining you by past trauma or failed endeavors. Your identity runs deeper than any wound or regret. You were conceived in my imagination, fearfully and wonderfully made to display my extravagance through the prism of your unique essence. Boldly acknowledge the beauty I have planted in your soul, watering it faithfully, that confidence may take root, then blossom to scatter hope's fragrant petals on stagnant air. Here is the deeper truth, beloved one. The fullness of joy eludes those who attempt heaven's ascent, relying solely on their own strength. Share freely your authentic struggles and frustrations with me. Entrust me also with your hopes and highest aspirations. My visions for your destiny far exceed the parameters your eyes perceive in the visible arena. As you yield daily to the disciplines of intimacy with me, submitting your finite plans to my infinite imagination, together we will pioneer paths of creative authority where ravishing beauty springs forth from barren wastelands of the past. Fear nothing, beloved child, for I am with you in darkness and in light. No tormentor can snatch you from my hand, nor thwart my purposes being woven uniquely for you since time's first breath. You are safe in my care now and for every eternity yet to unfold. Listen for my voice singing over your life. Take note as I fashion glory from your dust. Each moment we share paves the golden-studded trail to your unfolding destiny and our unending communion in paradise. No more will your weary soul identify with orphaned longings passed by while others find fulfillment and embrace. All this and more I pledge to lavish upon you, beloved one. Let it begin anew today. My beloved child, I speak to you today to remind you of my unconditional love. Though storms may rage around you, I remain your shelter in the tempest. When you feel abandoned and afraid, neglected by those closest to your heart, know that I will never leave your side. You are not defined by the words or actions of others, even those you hold most dear. Their dismissive gestures cannot diminish your worth in my eyes. My love sees past all superficial measures of success or failure. I know your struggles and I celebrate your triumphs, great and small. Your value transcends the fickle appraisals of this world. Cast off the shackles of self-defeat that others have placed upon you. Their accusations and condemnations have no power over you unless you choose to accept them. Rise above their attempts to keep you small and afraid. The future I envision for you is one of joy, purpose, and abundance. Have I not promised that goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life? As high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is my love for you. No one can snatch you from my hand. Believe this truth above all other voices seeking to demean you. You are safe in my embrace. My child, when you feel weak and battle-weary, come rest upon my shoulder for a while. Unburden yourself of resentment toward those who misunderstand or misjudge you. Harbor no bitterness in your heart, for it will only poison your own spirit. I know it is painful now, but trust that I see the fullness of the story. I am able to bring redemption out of every loss, every injustice. Can we take a quiet moment together, you and I? Shut out the cacophony of other voices and distractions. Pour out your feelings honestly before me. Hold nothing back. I know your thoughts already, but speaking them aloud often releases their grip on your heart and mind. Go ahead, child. I'm listening. The relief will come as you continue to entrust your cares to me instead of carrying them yourself. Now, let's consider how to move forward from here. I have exciting plans for your life, dear one. The best is yet to come if you walk alongside me in faith. Will you choose to believe my words over the demoralizing messages bombarding you lately? Who has demonstrated better faithfulness and wisdom so far, those short-sighted naysayers or your eternal Creator? I know it requires courage to tune out the noisy crowds and walk to the beat of your own God-given drum. So rise up from ashes of defeat and reluctance. Shake off the past's dust. Walk into the destiny I have prepared for you, where joy unspeakable awaits. The heaviness pressing down on your soul is but a thin fog soon to burn away under the brilliance of my glory. Even now, freedom awaits just one courageous step further out upon the waters. Who else but I can speak purpose into your pain? Trust me to redeem every loss and heartbreak. Are you listening for my voice of healing love above all others? Take care what messages you allow to imprint upon your heart. What you repeatedly tell yourself, in time you will believe. Make sure the whisper you heed is mine. Drink deeply now of these living waters I freely offer. Let them refresh places within your soul, parched dry from this world's bitter waters. Open your heart to receive the fulfillment only I can provide. You were created with an eternal craving no person or earthly pleasure could ever satisfy. Come find your heart's true home in me. Yes, the way often grows long and weary, one foot staggering in front of the other. I know, child. On days when you can barely lift your head to scan the horizon for hope, simply rest your gaze upon me instead. Draw from my strength, take my hand, let me shoulder the weight you were not meant to carry alone. Together we will scale the most staggering summits. What do you require today in order to rise resilient? My nurturing spirit stands ready to apply healing balm to your wounds, the seen and unseen. Name your need. Do my living waters call to your soul's thirst? Come and drink your fill. Does your heart crave the freedom found only in my forgiveness? Receive my full pardon for any wrong turns. Do weariness and regret sit heavy atop your shoulders? Surrender their weight into my able hands. Take my friendship, take my wisdom, but above all, take my never-failing, fiercely devoted love, for I am yours, beloved one, now and forever. No matter where your path leads, through storms or still waters, you have only to call and I will answer. When the clamor of other voices drown out my whisper to your spirit, stop and listen for my melody entwined within your heartbeat. Slow your pace to match mine. Take my hand, cling to my side, receive all you need for the journey. The supply line between us never falters. Unload your burdens, great and small, in this safe place. There is room for every care here. Release the tension that binds your shoulders and steals breath from your lungs. Breathe freely again. Now, what else, beloved one? I'm listening. My beloved child, hear my voice calling out to you. I see you there, weighed down by struggles too heavy for you to bear. You have tried desperately to solve things on your own, yet find yourself sinking. Let go now of the tensions gripping your mind and body. Release the anxiety strangling your soul. Instead, lift your eyes to me and rest securely in my embrace. You need not face life's batterings alone, for I am with you. Feel the warmth and safety of my arms encircling you. Never for a moment have I withdrawn my affection. When doubts assail you, repeating the cruel lies that you are forgotten, unloved, unseen, remember this is not so. The deception wishing to destroy you comes not from me. I am ever present, shielding you. Turn your gaze now from the demands and distractions clamoring for attention. Be still, beloved, and know profound peace as we sit together. The world can wait. This moment belongs to us. Let my voice be the sound that fills your ears, the healing balm to salve your wounds. Listen and truly hear as I whisper, I love you, I see you, I know you, I will never forsake you. Your mind protests that love so complete cannot be real. But hush now, that inner critic. I understand its skeptical machinations, how its broken logic breeds insecurity and self-condemnation rather than joy and rest. Oh, if only you knew how cherished you are in my sight. I see clearly the open wounds scoring your heart, painful vulnerabilities left exposed, and I ache for your suffering, grieved at the cruelty of voices who should have offered kindness. Their thoughtless gossip and false accusations have burned like acid, hissing lies that you are unworthy, unwanted, undeserving. Yet none of this is truth, beloved. It comes not from me. Even in the darkest valleys, when thunder roils and cold rains pelt your skin, I do not abandon you to wade those waters alone. Listen beyond the storm to hear me calling your name. I will guide your feet to safer lands. Sheltered by my wing, we will sit a while until you are rested and renewed. Oh, if only you grasped fully how precious you are to me. Never think I do not see your struggles or hear your faintest cries. My eyes are forever upon you. My ear attends closely to the yearnings of your soul. When others disappoint and dreams unravel, their unraveling does not negate your worth. Your value was established by my hand before time's dawning, beloved one. No one can diminish who you are in my sight. So lift now your downcast eyes to meet my loving gaze. Be still and know you are forever safe here. I have spoken promises of provision over you, have I not? Declarations that I myself will sustain and satisfy. Yet still you wrestle with trust, fists clenched tight against a fear that says, God's hand cannot hold back scarcity when enemies arise. That I cannot shield your dignity from shame when opponents revile and mock. That I break faith and forget my covenant promises when storms rumble on the horizon. Do not believe these poisonous lies, my beloved. They will only sap your strength and breed misery. The deception wishing to destroy you comes not from me. Haven't we walked together through darkest valleys, emerging safely on the other side? Haven't I proven myself faithful to provide manna from heaven when earthly resources dwindle? Haven't I demonstrated power to heal and redeem when hope itself lies crushed beneath rubble? My strength will always be enough for you, beloved heart. It will sustain when yours runs out, and my presence will uphold when enemies surround. Trust in this today and lay aside fear's paralysis. Stand boldly now. Lift your head, square your shoulders, and step forward in confidence to meet this new sunrise. It holds gladness waiting to greet you, adventures still veiled but soon to unfold. The lies hissing defeat have no claim over what I have destined for your flourishing. Hear instead my voice of victory, beloved. It rings out over your days now with promise and joy. Oh, if only you grasp fully your worth in my sight. Never think yourself undeserving of my extravagant love. Haven't you witnessed how a parent's heart spills with affection for his child, regardless of whether deeds earn merit? How a mother sings lullabies of comfort to her babe, even when sickness and screaming exhaust her reserves. Such love has no need of perfection, yet gives itself freely. Know that you, my beloved, are cherished beyond measure in my sight, not for what you accomplish, but simply because you are mine. When self-reproach whispers condemnation, its caustic words cannot nullify the steadfast pledges I have made over you. My love stands firmer than ever based on who I am, not how well you perform. Hold fast to this, beloved heart, no matter the storms assailing your soul. Within my arms find shelter and solace. Within my smile discover sanctuary from every falsehood claiming your demise. I speak now, truth to silence the lies. I am your shield, your rescuer, your safe place. And my song rising over the inner tumults reassures gently. I know you. I see you. I love you. Forever and always. I am with you. Have I not said my affection will never waver? That I myself will nurture and provide for your thriving? Yet when adversity strikes like a thief in the night, you wonder whether my promises hold true. Confusion and heartache tempt you to cower in despair's dark cave rather than trust me for rescue. But hear my voice now calling you back into the light, beloved one. I have not left your side in this. Now lift your eyes to meet my compassionate gaze. See clearly my hands reaching to lift you up, setting your feet again on solid ground. Feel my soothing touch as I gently gather up the broken pieces that crushing blows have scattered. Let me wipe clean the dirt and tears from your dear face as we sit here together, my arm encircling your shoulder. We will rest here a while until joy and laughter stir once more within you. No need to understand everything unfolding now. My ways and thoughts rise higher than yours. But know I am still authoring your story, beloved, and its endpoint guarantees hope and redemption. Darkness may crouch at the door for a night, but morning always comes. So lift your chin, square your shoulder, and anchor steadfastly to my good plans and purposes for you. They stand undeterred by present troubles. Oh, how I wish you grasped fully your worth in my sight. I see you not as others have, the you scarred by trauma and poor choices, but rather the you I am resurrecting, restoring and renewing day by invincible day. Lift your eyes often to meet my smiling gaze, beloved. Let it remind you who you truly are. When memories haunt and regrets nag, their voices aim to convince you of failure, of permanent disqualification from my approval and fondness. Yet, beloved, nothing moves me to cast you off. No amount of impulsiveness or blundering can diminish my desire to transform you into my own likeness, holy and blameless. Haven't I turned dark tombs into gardens bursting with life? Made beauty from ashes? Turned weeping into dancing? Then hear clearly my decree over the death throes of your former existence, the existence marred by sin and its vile offspring. The penalty has been paid. Freedom is your birthright now. Walk tall through this new day, beloved, knowing with full assurance that condemnation has no hold on you. Failures no longer define. Instead, my extravagant grace has made all things new. You are my beloved, my precious, my treasured one. Never doubt this is your identity. We will walk this road ahead together. And when doubts rise to assail you, drowning out my words with their cacophony of lies, recall this moment we have shared. Let it stand as a marker staking your claim to my unfailing promises, for they will never return void but accomplish great glory. Now lift your ears above the din of anxious chatter filling your mind. Attune yourself to heaven's frequencies, spilling forth the melodies of saints and angels. Hear too the intercessions of loved ones who have gone before you. These speak holy mysteries in realms unseen, blanketing you daily in fervent prayers and wrestlings, marked by tears and joy. But listen now especially for my song of love rising above the inner clamor. Let it quiet your soul with comfort no earthly balm can bestow. Do not shrink back, beloved. Have I not promised rivers of joy and life flowing out from within you? Then lift your head now with bold expectation. Open your mouth to sing new songs in keeping with my goodness, and walk on with ever firmer footsteps to meet the adventures awaiting you. My love is perfect, infinite, and divine. It finds you wherever you wander, never wavering, never depleted. Why then do you still question my affection? Have I not laid down my very life to prove how cherished you are, how determined I am that nothing separates us? Remember this ultimate display, beloved. Hold it close through the broken moments when accusations hiss. I stoop low to lift you up tenderly in my everlasting arms. I carry you close to my heart and whisper love that never runs dry. Ask me for an embrace and I will hold you near, Seek my smile, and it will illuminate your path and warm your soul. Knock at heaven's gates with your feeblest prayer and find me running to open wide to you. Why do you doubt this, beloved? You will always have access to my riches, always be wanted and welcomed in my courts. Read the promises written in blood. Remember whose beloved child you are, and lift your eyes often to meet my smiling gaze. It is only and ever toward you that my countenance beams brightest. You remain so very precious to me, beloved heart. Never think yourself cast off. Never believe my affections are withdrawn. What wondrous adventures await as together we walk paths still veiled from view. What joy awaits you, beloved one. What revelations of beauty and purpose are reserved uniquely for you. Even when storms now assail and the clamor of lies tries to drown my voice, hold fast to these unseen realities, allowing their certain fulfillment to quiet your soul. I am still authoring your story and know assuredly that present troubles will not undermine my destined will for you. Arise now from your place of fear and hiding, beloved heart. Tomorrow's mercies beckon brightly. No more shrinking back, no more cowering low. Come close now that I may wipe away the residue of lies seeking to cloud your vision. Listening as I declare yet again never-ending and unconditional love for you. You, my beloved and beautiful one, are the apple of my eye. No assault against your soul will undermine or negate what has been established by my hand. You are forever wanted. You are forever mine. Now lift your gaze to meet my smiling eyes, beloved. See love beaming back which no power can diminish.